What's up, everybody? This is the Fan Dude 21 coming back at you once again here. And what you see here is a JCPenney ceiling fan, probably from around 1983 or 1984. This is a 3-speed fan, electrically reversible. Definitely a pretty cool fan here. We always refer to these as the top mount spinner, as because the exposed motor, which is basically, like I said, there's no stationary motor housing, so they just decorated the motor up and left it exposed and mounted the blades directly on top of the motor instead of on the bottom, like in more traditional ceiling fans. This fan here was manufactured by Aircool, which also manufactured the Moss Tropical Breeze variation of this fan. There's pretty much the only difference between the JCPenney here and the Moss is the blade brackets. These unique crescent shaped blade brackets here, horseshoe shaped or whatever, or JCPenney specific. Moss had a traditional style for the top mount spinner with the more crescent shape with the middle bar, the bar growing directly in the middle of them. This fan here I got from Habitat actually just today of this recording. It's pretty clean, so I just hung it right up here for a test run. It's got the full blade span of cane on one side and then just plain wood tone on the other on the blades. Motor stamped steel, all polished brass. Thankfully it has its original switch caps and it was never used with a light. Got a double claw mounting system traditional to Moss and what have you. And without further ado, we'll go ahead and give this thing a demonstration. Starting it up here on the low speed. The fan runs real nice and there's no bearing noise, so it's definitely a low hour unit here. Has not seen very much action. But unfortunately the blades are quite warped on this fan, likely from sitting on them after removal from its original installation. So unfortunately on the high speed the fan wobbles quite a bit, especially with the double claw mounting system the fan uses. There's not really any way to control it. It's hanging loose. Basically it's easy to rock back and forth. But the low speed here is pretty stable here. There's no wobble in the low. Mediums when it starts wobbling. Low speed here is a generic low. Not too fast, but not very slow either. Nothing aesthetic. We'll take the fan up to medium. One thing that's cool about these top mount spinners with the vents on the bottom, when it's running you could also always see the windings of the motor quite well. This is a pretty unique feature on these. Medium speed here. As you can see, the fan is starting to wobble, of course. And we'll take it to high. And there it is. Like I said, the blades are pretty much balanced. Like I said, they're just warped in all different directions. Of course, it is easy to fix this warpage, but that just takes time. As far as performance goes, I would say the fans run around 200 RPM. The pitch is very minute, probably 12 degrees at the most. Fan moves a okay amount of air. It's nothing real too dramatic, but it does alright for what it is. Like I said, these weren't the These were cool looking fans, but not top dog in terms of performance of the spinner variety. They probably will move a little bit more air if the blades were not warped, like I said before. So shut it off here. Put the fan to the stop, flip the reverse switch, and start it up once again on the low speed. Speeds are just about the same. So we'll just cycle through these speeds fairly quickly here. This, of course, being the medium speed once again. Back to the high speed, into the high wobble as well. Seeing the fan does run a little bit slower, actually in an updraft, but not by much. Typically fans do run a tad bit slower in the updraft position, generally, but most of the time they are mostly the same. We're going to power the fan off here and let it coast and settle down on the wobble. The company of Air-Cool was, I'm not sure if it was formed by the merge of two different companies or they just changed their name, but the affiliates of Air-Cool on the earlier, I'm not sure when Air-Cool name came about, probably like I said 1983 or 1984, about the time of manufacture of this particular fan. But the older versions, the company was either called Shi-Chen, and also Ju Feng. And I'm not sure if they merged together or they were just divisions of the same company and they just decided to call themselves Air-Cool. I have no idea. But they made all the top mount spinners like this for Moss, Satellite, and what have you. All this spinner design here with that step switch housing there, you see, is also always all made by the same company. And they even still make fans today as well. Actually, Air-Cool does. So there you have it, folks. There was the 52-inch polished brass JCPenney ceiling fan. The model name I have absolutely no idea what it could be. So it is what it is. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you next time.